Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HCS NA Pro League. This is the final day of the season. It all comes down to this. I'm Strongside, and join with me at the Xfinity desk is the one and only Kyle Elamite Elam.
And of course, we've got some big matches coming up in store, maybe two of the biggest matches of all season. But before we jump into those, just a quick look at the article of the week. And for that, we've got a noob's guide to RTX. So RTX, obviously a big event, lots of Halo involvement there. And if you ever do get the opportunity or chance of going and attending that event, nice little checklist here of things you can expect and what you need to do to make sure you have a great trip.
All right, well, let's take a look at the standings once more, because now Team Liquid trumps over Optic Gaming now. You see that win percentage ratio, 31%. Team Liquid gets to decide who they want to play, and like you said, we heard from Stellar, they want to play Elevate.
And lots more in store as well. I'm pretty excited that they already kind of came out and pointed that out of what they're trying to do. But back to the games that we have in store for the rest of the night. We've got Enigma6 battling Team Envyus for the number 2 seed in the league. And that will be the number 2 seed going into finals as well. So that is one. Both of these teams are obviously already secured a place here, but still a lot on the line. And both these teams feeling each other out as well.
Not only are they secured to be at the NA finals, they're secured to play each other no matter what. Right now, this game, it depends on who has the higher seed and who will have that advantage in the veto process. So still, I mean, that's still very important. The veto process, we've talked to a lot of players and how important they think it is. So Team Envyus is obviously trying to win this match. But let's take a look at the roster here from Enigma6. We've got the one and only Hook, Boo Boo Doo Shooter, and Kratos. Now we saw Hook go off, got a nasty triple kill yesterday in the past. Crazy killing frenzy, and ended up getting 11 kills with the sniper rifle.
And we got to show some love to Kratos as well, because he was playing phenomenal. Amazing snipe, shooting right between every little crack and crevice on the map, hitting some of those to make sure they brought home that W yesterday against Renegades. Actually put Renegades in this terrible position that they find themselves in now.
All right, well, let's take a look over on the other side. Team Envyus. We've got Pistola, Miquin, Rain, and L-Town. Now, Pistola, been around for quite some time, and we were talking about how Pistola and Miquin were not at the Halo World Championships 2016, but now they're kind of making their way back up. This is NA Finals. It's no HWC, but it's the NA Finals of the Pro League, so definitely something to feel very accomplished about.
And let's talk a little bit more about Pistola here as well, as he is our player profile here for this match. Obviously, we've both known him for quite some time when he got his start playing free-for-all all the way back in Halo 2. There was, of course, if you're kind of new to Halo, he was actually on Evil Geniuses for a point in time when they were finding all of their success before Lethal joined the squad, and they went on that run as well. He actually broke his hand after a competition, I believe hitting his hand on the ground actually, so not as great of a story as you might want when you break your hand, but nonetheless had to actually step away from gaming, and he is making a valiant return here now.
He's on the come up. He's making his comeback right here and right now. Let's take a look over at the game type overview here to see what these teams vetoed down to. We've got Fathom CTF, we've got Plaza Slayer, the Rig Strongholds, Coli CTF, and Coliseum Slayer. So back-to-back Coliseums if we get to that 4th and 5th game type here, Elamite.
And that's something we've seen both of these teams play pretty well on. You know, taking a look at this first game, Fathom CTF, you've got Enigma6, who's 4-3 over this season. And then you've got Team Envyus that is 1-2 out of the 3 times total that they played it. So taking a look at stats, you know, you kind of want to give this one in favor of Enigma6, but still, as we could see with the previous matches we've had tonight already, that can go either way. Now, Enigma6 is going to want to make sure they take home that victory, because games 2 and 3, Envyus is actually undefeated on so far this season, 4-0 on Plaza Slayer and 4-0 on Strongholds Rig. So although Enigma6 has found a lot of success on Strongholds Rig as well, they are 7-2 going up against Envyus's 4-0. So that's going to be another powerhouse battle that we see between these two titans going to the finals as well. And then, like, if one team, I could see one team coming out and having like a 3-0 victory, or I see this going all the way to the very end of Game 5.
All right, well, it sounds like the players are just taking a moment to get into this match, so we'll have this underway in just a bit. But very interesting stats that you just kind of put out there. But you know what? I'd love to just give a shout out to the entire HCS team. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone that's been working on the HCS Pro League and really building this up into the beast that it is, and moving forward into the finals over in EU, NA, all the guys that have been killing it out there over in EU, and then gearing up for Season 2 as well. So we've got a long road ahead of us, and everybody's just so passionate. So shout out to everybody, and then shout out to the entire Halo community that's really just been putting out a lot of content and showing so much support, and really coming up here every single week, Thursday and Friday, and checking out the stream. And you know what? We've got 2 epic matches left today, so tweet the stream out. Let your friends know. Let your family know. Let your cousins know. Let your dogs, your pets know. Get everybody watching this stream right now, because we are going to have one hell of a match to close out tonight.
And of course, if you haven't already done it, make sure you participate in Ninja's The Arena Skype Q&A period that they're having here. Ninja obviously going to be watching how these games play out, but sacrificing some of his time there to go and interact with all the fans there. So if you want to, make sure you go and add gaming with Skype to your contacts and have those questions submitted.
Definitely. I can only imagine there's going to be 2 questions, probably, actually 1 question asked over and over to Ninja, like, what is going through your head right now? What are you thinking? What are you going to be just doing while you're watching this match? So actually, that's 3 questions right there. There's a lot of questions,
I think.
But yeah, I can't imagine, man. I mean, the stress levels are high right now for the guys on Renegades.
When you have finals that close and to have it slip through your fingers, of course, they're not out of it yet. They're in still pretty good position, because they got CLG on their side, but Evil Genius is really needing to step it up to bring this one.
Definitely. And when you're talking about the statistic from these game types as well, it does look to favor Envy on some of these, but the 7-2 on the Rig Strongholds for Enigma6, I mean, that's a heck of a game type to be playing here. And I can't imagine what the veto process was like in the thinking behind both of them, just trying to counter each other and trying to figure out what each one of them were going to veto. But it's still just a moment here with us, or stick around here just a moment with us. The players are still joining the lobby, and we should have this up here in just a few minutes.
And let's not forget, the last time these 2 teams matched up was actually week 1. And it was a reverse 3-0 sweep in favor of Enigma6. So it was our very first Game 5, I believe, that we saw, actually. And not surprising, considering Team Envyus is the team that is always going to Game 5s as well. Lucky for them, we've been able to clinch most of those. But like we saw, they fell just short to that amazing CLG series, where a comeback unlike the likes we'll probably ever see again.
Right? Definitely, that goes down for like the HCS Vault and one of the greatest games played. Like, casting that match was just absolutely insane. So the players are ready. We have the game ready, so let's get ready to go into Fathom Capture the Flag here.
Of course, this is first 3 captures to win. We've already seen it played out twice here today. Now, this is going to be number 2 going up against number 3. So one of the most exciting matches that we can hope for all day today.
All right, let's kick things off with Boo Boo Doo Boo off the rip here, as he's making his way straight out the front of the base, picks up the battle rifle and heads into the treehouse. Now you'll notice on the other side, 3 players from Envyus are headed towards their treehouse, and you got a player, that 4th player, making his way through bottom middle. And now Boo Boo Doo Boo already in the base here of Envy, and that's 2 down for Envy. This is looking like a great spot here for the guys on E6 to run this flag. Let's jump into 3rd person and then see where all these players are at. You've got Shooter back at the base right now, trying to give some cover, but we'll jump back into 1st person right now as Boo Boo Doo Boo picks up a kill. They were able to get that flag out of there, and Pistola gets that even further all the way back to his base right now, but Pistola goes down. They're going for the return. That flag is right here, and they are going to be able to cap flag number 1 going up in the 1st minute, 1-0.
And let's go and take a look at Hook. He's got the camo. He's running around with this railgun. He's working on a flank right now. He actually just gets taken out. Great grenades by Envy, especially Rain there, to take him out. That could have been looking at a 2nd cap for Enigma6 if they were not able to actually pick up that kill on Hook.
L-Town trying to get that flag all the way to the pit, and he's able to do so, giving up his life. So a great play there from him, even though he was taken down. Now Mikwin making his way into the window. He is almost into the window. He's fumbling around, missing his jumps, but it does not matter. His team has got his back and escorted him all the way back to the base. So we're all tied up now 1-1. Mikwin pushing into the treehouse, trying to get some control of top middle. You know what? Rain is right there to help him out as well. The player of Envy was taken down. That will be Kratos as he tried to sneak away, but Envy is working very fast right now, already trying to get into the base, but 3 players from Enigma6 set their eyes right on Mikwin and immediately took him down. That's 2 down for Envy.
And strong side, we got to go back on board with Hook. The kid's already got 7 kills this game, just completely going on a tear, winning most every individual 1v1 battle, and just like that,
just called it.
I don't know how this kid does it. I've been watching him all game long so far, and he's just doing amazing things every single time.
This is epic. Pistola Hook 1v1 battle. He's going to get some help there from L-Town, though, and L-Town will finish off the kill. Boobadooboo sneaks through, though, and he will burn that camo. Now over to Kratos. Kratos just staying back. I like how he's playing this a bit strategically right here and just playing it smart. You don't need to push out. Wait for your teammates to spawn. Play more defensively. You can kind of turtle up for a little bit, but not too long. And immediately once they get a kill or two, he's already pushing out. So a great play here from Kratos.
And Pistola off to a really rough start this game. He's yet to put a kill on the board. We've seen him in those 1v1s with the likes of Hook, where L-Town came in and interfered with that one, but nonetheless, Pistola not being able to buy a kill yet.
Over to Mikwin as he's fighting Hook 1v1. Can Hook bring another one? No, that's going to be the second 1v1 Hook's going to lose there. Actually, that first one, I don't know if that counted since that was against L-Town, but and Pistola fighting that 2v1 there. But Mikwin will get that kill. That's 3 down. Make that 4. Actually, we do have a dropout. 2 players have dropped out. The game is tied 1-1. So we're going to have that match here in back just a second. We'll probably do the same thing that we just saw earlier against Allegiance and Optic Gaming. So apologies at home for those of you that are watching for the delay, but nonetheless, I mean, definitely a great matchup already between the 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that it's just 2 powerhouses going back and forth. You're not seeing any kind of really crucial errors or mistakes being made. You're just seeing great plays out of everyone. And my favorite thing about watching the two of the best teams match up against each other is the individual battles, especially those 1v1s that you start encountering, because they're all so epic. You know, like even Hook and Pistola battling each other is so close until L-Town came in, and then you could see the teamwork from the teams as well. But Hook was on an absolute tear to start that one off. We saw him lose only essentially the 1v1 to Mikwin, just showing why Envy is also one of the top contenders here.
Yeah, that looked like Mikwin was going to pretty much die right there. He had the AR down to pretty much no shields, and he turned that fight around. So, yeah, neither team giving up, and neither team giving the other team any way to make a comeback or anything. So, but we're all tied up 1-1. Game 1. Tied up, Fathom CTF 1-1. We'll have an update for you here in just a moment. But, Kyle, let's reminisce a little bit more. Let's reminisce. When we talk about Pistola and you talk about his 1v1 skill and you talk about Hook's 1v1 skill, I'd love to see that guy play in a 1v1. Like, yeah, we don't have 1v1s anymore, but there's going to be a free-for-all over at NA Finals, and you can sign up there by purchasing a VIP ticket if you want to play in that free-for-all and have some better seating there. But talking about free-for-alls, like, in a whole, I mean, that was like the way where you were able to pave the way for yourself and make a name for yourself. And that's where you, like, people like Pistola, people like Snipe Down, even myself, I made my name through free-for-all. And
you can't really mention free-for-alls without mentioning Pistola, because, you know, we've had different people win free-for-alls. You know, I've won plenty of individual free-for-alls. You know, I won the U.S. Championship. 3 of those 4 games I ended up taking as well. But Pistola, his consistency and ability to go in and place almost basically first at like every free-for-all just shows his skill level. Now, he had took him a little bit of time to transition from a free-for-all player over to a 4v4 player, but he quickly rose through the ranks, joined the likes of Triggers Down, and the Pistola-Hines duo was one of the scariest duos in Halo 3.
Yeah, I mean, just Pistola, it's the amount of times that guy would stay alive, I remember always fighting against him back in Halo 2 and even Halo 3, and it would always be an epic battle. Every time you went up against him, you're just, you're like, I got to be at my best right here, or he is going to beat me in this 1v1 fight. Because you know how when you have those, like, sometimes you have those battles against certain people where you're just really confident that you're going to win a 1v1 first them.
Yeah, like if I saw Neighbor's name, if he's watching, I'd always win the 1v1. So.
Pew, pew. Oh, man.
Sometimes it just happens
Shots
like
fired.
that.
But exactly, just like that. You have certain people that you just feel very confident, or certain people where you just know you need to show up in that 1v1 fight. And it's always interesting to hear every person's perspective, because someone that I may think that I have a hard time battling, another person's like, really? You have a hard time battling them in a 1v1?
It's like, oh, I beat him every time.
Yeah, I'm just like, are you kidding me? What am I doing wrong right now? So it's just...
Pistol is one of those players where nobody can say he's an easy kill for them. Because if he's not going to win, if he's not 90 to 95% confident that he's going to win that 1v1, the kid is using that 5 sensitivity that he used in Halo 3, dropping his head and sprinting away like a wizard. So you just know if he's not going to win it, he's running away. And so if you're fighting to the death, that kid is confident that he's actually going to take that 1v1.
I remember watching so many clips of him on the pit, and he'd have the sniper rifle, and he'd be matched up against 2 people, or he'd be down to no shields, and the other person's just charging at him like with the BR, and he just no-scope swipe snipes him right in the face, and it's just like, dude, what can you even do there? When he is hitting shots like that, and he would hit those shots all the time. It was kind of like how Hook hits just ridiculous snipes all the time right now. I mean, that's kind of what Pistola would do every single time back in the day on Halo 3, and yeah, the pit, what a map. By the way, yeah, Brav had a post recently on Twitter. Got some great responses there. He asked the community, what's your favorite Halo map and why? And so many people went through. The pit was a big favorite, Guardian, Midship, Lockout, just so many of the classics.
I like Half Pit the most.
Half Pit? What's your favorite map if you had to choose out of all the Halos?
I mean, Midship.
Midship was classic.
I mean, Halo CE has a bunch of amazing maps, but those maps would not play nearly as well in any other Halo, just based on everything involved, their weapons, the clamoring, the sprints, everything like that, would not play as well. But so Halo CE aside, Halo 2 Midship was just a map where you could sit down and play a free-for-all to 1,000 kills and just have a great time the entire time.
Play the Tour de Walsh to 1,000 kills. I remember playing that for hours. It's like 3 in the morning, and it's 943 kills, and like the guy behind you is like 2 kills behind you. There's a guy that's like 5 kills behind you, and just like, I gotta win this.
And it doesn't matter if you join 10 minutes late and somebody's got 100 kills already. It's still
you can still catch up because people. It's like it's the long distance free for all, and like people would leave. Like I remember getting like a 50 kill lead at one point. And I'm like, all right, I gotta go run and grab a drink. I'll be back. So I like hid under the base, ran upstairs, grabbed a water, came back, hopped back in, and I was still up by just a little bit. So good times, man.
What about you?
Could you imagine playing 1,000 kill free for all right now?
That'd be awesome. What about you, though?
That would be awesome. Favorite map? I love Lockout. Lockout Snipes FFA. That was a lot of fun. Midship.
Lockout was great because it was such a good 2v2 map as well.
Yeah, it's such a good 2v2 map. But enough reminiscing. It sounds like we've got the players ready. So same thing as before. The game is tied up 1-1. Both teams just need 2 caps to win. We're going to be kicking things off with Boo Boo Doo again. We'll see what he's going to do off the start. And he heads straight back for the battle rifle, going into the treehouse.
And moving this treehouse, he sees Pistola grab the camo, and great shots on him. Pistola not able to do his little sneakaways like he's done so many times in the past. Boo Boo Doo running up, trying to get another flagpole like he did in the beginning of the first game. However, Envy knows it's coming, and both Rain and Mikwin quickly pushing back to the base to contest.
All right, Mikwin puts in the work right there and takes down Boo Boo Doo, trying to stay alive. Let's move over to him, doing a great job at just dipsy-doodling around the area right there, using the cover really well. And you'll see a lot of players trying to stay alive, just using the cover, kind of playing like a ring around the rosy type gameplay with the players. So now over to Hook, though. I'm going to see if Hook can do anything. And actually, we do have another player that has dropped as well, so we'll get that back up here in just a moment. Apologies for that once again.
Yeah, like we said before, whenever you do have a live event, there'll be a lot of outside factors that affect a player's connection as well. Whether or not it's in-house or something out of that player's control. We'll start to investigate that a little further, make sure we can get that figured out. Of course, the integrity of the game and the matches are the #1 priority as well. Don't want to have anything affect the outcome and who makes it to finals and these teams seeding as well. So we'll continue to work on that. And Mike, you said that's enough reminiscing, but I disagree with you. I think it's back to reminiscing time.
Yeah, so everyone in the chat, let us know. Post in the chat, what's your favorite Halo map over the many, many years? I know it's hard to choose one. So actually, you know what? Let's try it. Favorite Halo 2, you said midship. I'm going to say Lockout,
okay,
just to make it different. Favorite Halo 3 map?
The Pit.
The Pit? It's hard not to go with the Pit.
I mean,
you have
the
epic showdowns
options
with the snipers. So many epic showdowns. It's like 49-49. You've got one player on each team with a sniper, and it's just so... It's literally so stressful and just so intense being in that game, too, especially when you're playing at an event. You're just like, all right, I just need to stay alive. I need the sniper on my team to just get clutch and hit that kill.
Second favorite Halo 3 map. I know what mine is.
I'm going to have to go with Guardian. Guardian was fun. I love playing 1v1s on that. I played a lot of 1v1s with Neighbor. We would always go back and forth, just playing for hours.
See, that's another thing. Like, if we go down and break down each Halo and favorite maps, we got to talk about, well, are we talking about 1v1s? Are we talking about 2v2s? 4v4s?
Well, that's kind of personal preference there, though, too.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah, I mean, Guardian 1v1 is my favorite 1v1 map for Halo, but not necessarily my favorite 4v4 map. I was going to go with Narrows because I really like the maps, whether or not, I'm sniping or not. Maps with 2 sniper rifles on them are always exciting as to watch and to play in as well, especially when you play that much Halo as Mike and I have grinded over the years.
So many hours. I would love to see just a stat of like how many hours we've put in to playing throughout the years. I don't want to see that. It would be crazy. Oh, another fun map, Sand Trap. I remember driving around the Mongoose. You've got somebody on the back. You're driving around trying to capture each point. You're just flying through the air. Someone's shooting rockets at you. So much fun. Rocket Race.
Rocket Race, absolutely.
So much fun. I love playing that one. Okay, so Halo Reach. Favorite Halo Reach one?
Zealot, I guess.
Zealot was pretty good, too. Actually, I got a funny story on Zealot that I got on Man Train. Called it Soaring and Exploring. There's a YouTube video out there somewhere where you could evade off like corners of like the walls, and you just go soaring through the air, and I end up getting a crazy snipe on Man Train.
Because I know I have a couple of those too. Because wasn't there a pit? The pit was remade on Halo Reach.
Yeah.
And then because you could evade up if you were on training. If
you could
anybody that knows callouts might not make as much sense, but training. Evading up towards green on the ramp, but then flying through the air all the way down to Camo Hall and trying to hit a no-scope or snipe somebody there, and it always makes for a great montage clip as well.
Yeah, definitely some great clips happen there. I mean, dude, talking and like reminiscing, it's so many 1v1s, late night 2v2s have been played. But yeah, in the chat, let us know your favorite map for Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 1, Halo 5, whatever it may be. Let us know your favorite Halo maps. There's so many out there.
Did we say a Halo CE map? Yeah.
Halo CE, Chill Out's pretty good. Chill Out's pretty fun.
Chill Out's great. I really liked Derelict, I think. It was one of my favorite. Because that Derelict and Halo CE, same with that kind of Prisoner. I really like Prisoner as well. It's one of those maps where you could be losing like 49-30 and come back and win.
Yeah.
And you could literally take over the game yourself. And of course, this is a 2v2 that we're talking about right now. 4v4 is a whole nother cup of eggs. But you could just absolutely take over a game, run all the power weapons, and spawn kills, and the amount of multi-kills above the double kill that you could get, especially on Derelict, always made it a blast to play, just busting out overkills and even higher in a 2v2.
What I didn't like about Derelict was playing against like the Ogres, and I would just get spawn sniped, and Walsh as well. Like I remember going to one of the Ogre lands. It was the Ogre Winterland, and it was just like one of the most like one of the biggest lands of like the time.
Well, by far the most exclusive land, because everybody wants an invite to the Ogre land.
And I remember getting the invite. I'm like, man, I'm not very good at Halo 1. This is not going to be good. And I'm like, I'm all right. I'm going to try and hang in. And I ended up like just getting completely destroyed. But I got good, and I got decently good like pretty fast. But Haven't played too much Halo 1 recently, so I probably lost quite a bit. Played a lot of 1v1s against Shibby, though. I'm sure if you guys have been around for a while, you know Shibby. Shibby was a big Halo 1 guy. Played a lot of 1v1s. I lost about 30 of them in a row, fighting, trying to get one win, but never happened. We still need to have that rematch, Shibby. That still needs to happen.
All right, and then let's see. So Halo 2, we got the Pit, and Narrows was my next best, or Halo 3, I mean. Give me, besides Midship and Lockout for Halo 2.
Let's go Sanctuary. You know what?
Oh, of course.
Sanctuary is a great map as well.
Of course.
But for those of you watching at home, thanks for sticking with us through all of this. It sounds like we are going to take a short break to try and figure out what's going on with the players. We'll have an update for you here in just a minute, so stay tuned. But CLG starting their push and their descent into the base of Envy, but that push is going to be denied. Look at this. He had Pistola run right by Rami, who had cam on. Look at this. Rami with a phenomenal play, just sneaking around, waiting for the right opportunity. Double kill on Pistola. That's going to be 2 down for Envy. He spots Rain top middle. Players on Envy spawning over by the Vat. A great grenade from him.
Lethal with a thrust, movement, just perfect shot.
It's probably the skin. I think the skin's making this shot better.
Yes. To answer the question after watching.
No, he does a killing frenzy. Double kill from Lethal. He's got the sword. Go for the triple. He's going for the long range. Oh, he hits it. Lethal hits it. Commonly in the base. Lethal's still alive. Going for the charge. Great decision.
Snipe drone. This is the snipe drone of old. I'm not sure he's aware of the player that's actually at S1 right now. No, he's not. This could be the opportunity.
No!
God, but no! Boat 20! He will get his face taken off. His twin brother comes to save the day, but...
5-kill lead this whole time. This is game 5. And
49 to 43 Allegiance. Oh my gosh, the Noxites just hit a double kill, but they will go down. You've got Shooter over there just battling 2 players, and you got Hook helping him out right there.
Into the hands of Kratos, though. The other one looks like no one's been able to grab yet.
Hook out of the blue base, but he's just staying alive. He's got the protection of everyone on his team, and I don't know if Shooter's Hook just constantly picking up headshots and taking people out with the sniper rifle. So look at this angle. If he hits this, oh my gosh.
We had the Rocket players kill each other once against Spectre picked up the new ones, Enigma6 had the old ones, and wow, of course, Hook grabbing this new sniper rifle here. They know they've got an advantage, got a little bit of a cushion here, and of course, Hook picks up right where he left off as well.
Hook has been at blue base almost the entire game. I'd say 70% of the game, he's been at blue base with the sniper. Rips off Lunchbox's face. No, they don't even see each other, but Hook spots him. He's gonna be able to finish this kill right here. He's gonna get a plasma grenade. Hook just trying to stay alive. Goes, oh my, are you kidding? Oh, do it. A little throwback to that video of the week we saw just a moment ago from Wood and Preschool Slays, and to end it all, Hook with another headshot on Suspector, just putting on a show for all of us. Just put your feet up, get out the popcorn, because Hook's putting on a show for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and thanks for sticking around with us. Apologies for the delays. This is the HCS NA Pro League. This is the final day of competition. We've got Enigma6 versus Team Envyus in game number 1. Now they are tied up 1-1 and they are going to be replaying the full match, but still at that series, or at the game tied 1-1. So both teams are looking to get 2 flag caps to end the game.
And of course, players are getting set up. Should just be another minute or 2 here before we jump into that game. Just enough time for a little bit more reminiscing.
What are we reminiscing about now? We talked maps. We talked Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 5 maps. What?
Tell us about Carbon and the joining of them, because that was a huge deal, especially for us. That was your first big break, I'd say.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Having Karma and Shockwave and Gandhi ask me to join their team as well, and we had some great tournaments, and obviously we were never able to just capture that first place win. We came so close so many times. Definitely some good memories on that squad, and Karma, man, he taught me a lot. When I joined that team, like he was the best at 1v1. He was one of the best at free-for-all, but when it came down to 1v1, he was just so good. So he was able to teach me a lot just about individual play and like strategically making decisions. And honestly, I learned a lot from so many players. But you know what? I think that is enough of the reminiscing right now. It sounds like we have the players potentially back here ready to go. You want to kick things off with Boo Boo Doo again?
Yes, I like to start things off with Enigma6. Just kind of reiterate on what we have happening right now. There was a player connection issue. We've got that sorted out. The team is essentially tied up now. Both teams at 1 flag capture, so each team is looking for 2 to win. Let's go ahead and kick things off with Boo Boo Doo and see how Enigma6 is going to be able to come off this replay here.
Strat again headed straight for that battle rifle and now rushing to top middle. This time Pistola was not able to burn that camo. Pistola will be taken down. A player on E6 was able to get that. I believe that's Hook. 2 down for Envy, about to be 3. Boo Boo Doo with some phenomenal shots. He's going to be able to keep that battle rifle and get that back to his base. Hook now pushing in with the camo through the front door. Boo Boo Doo might fall off, but no, he's going to save himself with the ground pound. Now with the storm rifle in hand. Hook still alive with that camo, taking it slow. Let's move over to Hook and see what he's doing, because he's got the railgun as well. Picks up a kill on L-Town, taking his time. You know, I think that's something Hook has a lot of that maybe some other players may not. He's got really good patience. He's always just waiting for the opponent to make the mistake and waiting for the opponent to come into his sightlines sometimes.
And let's give some love to Boo Boo Doo because he killed the railgun player and left it. Picked up the pistol instead so that Hook with camo could actually grab that weapon. So that's showing exactly how comfortable and confident these players are in their teammates.
Now sticking here with Hook. He's going to fall though. And Shooter is going to stay alive to take down Mikwin and L-Town, so that's going to be 2 down for each team. We'll stay with Hook through the respawn, though. We are over a minute in the match, and there you see it on the bottom right of your screen. Each team only needs 2 flag caps. The game is tied 1-1. This is still game 1 of the series. What they're playing for is that number 2 seeded spot.
And of course, we've talked about what an advantage that can actually come out to be in that veto process. So this is a big match for both of these players. Hook, great shots, just kind of really not missing something that we're used to seeing from Hook. And oh, if he got up there a second earlier, that would have been a triple kill. Great grenade here, getting L-Town weak. Is committing to this battle. L-Town pops out a second early before his shields are able to come back. That's going to be 3, but now everyone on E6 dying here to Envyus. That was just 3 and 4 down for a moment.
Able to pick up that kill right there, and now leaving Shooter to bring the flag in. Let's jump into third person and see where these players are at. You've got L-Town pushing into the base. He's going for the return. Is he going to be able to get it? Not just yet. You've got Hook running the flag in, and yes, he was able to cap that just before Pistola grabbed that flag. So now let's go back to Hook into first person. What a play there by Hook, just getting it in just in enough time before Pistola got that flag grab.
And Sharkside, let's go take a look at Boo Boo Doo. He did grab the new camo as well. He's running around with a storm rifle. I like this play here, not committing to the player in Treehouse. He is sneaking around. This is how you need to use camo. You cannot get spotted. You cannot be chilling next to your teammate. You need to play it as best as possible. Only shooting because he knew Mikwin was weak, was able to pick up that kill and escape with shields as well. There's so much responsibility on your shoulders, like we've said, by having camo, and you need to play it right, and sometimes that means playing selfishly.
Yeah, he didn't even go for the flag. He knew that if he kind of went for that flag, he potentially could have died, and now that would have allowed an Envy to get an easier flag cap if they're able to get this back. But that's going to be 2 down for E6. Now let's move over to Pistola as Pistola is running the flag in. That flag is out in front of the base. Let's jump into third person real quick just to get a look on where everything and everyone is at. You're going to have L-Town get that return, and Pistola gets the flag cap. We're tied up 1-1 right now. Pistola with an excellent shot there with the light rifle across the map on Boo Boo Doo, and not showing any moment to slow up, just being very aggressive, pushing across the top middle, and now putting pressure immediately on the players into the base. And look at this, L-Town flying in, Pistola flying in. These guys are keeping up the pressure. If Pistola can pick up one more kill, he may be able to assist his team in getting this flag out. But look at this, 3 players from Enigma6 were able to take down 2 players from Envy and get that return.
And if you see that box on the right side of your screen, this is the replay like we said. So next flag capture will win the game. Of course, both flags have to be, or your flag has to be at home in order to put in a capture, so don't have to worry about, maybe some of those previous Halos you might be familiar with other
What
things.
A shot there from Pistola to pick up that double kill. Looking to go for that triple, tries to predict the movements of Boo Boo Doo, but fires that just a little too early. Nonetheless, a great double kill, and Pistola still with the railgun in hand. He has 3 shots left. Moving over into the treehouse. He's got L-Town beneath him. If they can pick up 1 or 2 more kills here, yes, they're able to. They can start to make this push up. Rain over on the other side by the red treehouse, underneath the red treehouse, actually, and he's going to clamber up to the top of the bridge. Now we're seeing Envy make their attempt at getting into the base. Pistola's getting caught, but he does a great job at staying alive. That's 2 down for E6. Envy is looking to make a move. Pistola misses that kill, so that's probably going to stop their push, but Envy still, they've got the cards in their hand, and this is looking like it's in their favor right now.
And I don't know if I like that play by Pistola. Once your teammates start dying, you really want to slow that down. Maybe a little bit of uncharacteristic aggressiveness from him. He still had a railgun shot left as well, so I'm kind of curious why he didn't make sure he got that shot off. A little bit of a mishap there by him. Mikwin picking up a big 1v1 kill there on Shooter. He ultimately gets taken out as well. Just taking a quick peek at the stats. Enigma6 is winning as far as total slays go, but still very close. Only a 3-kill difference here at this point. Keep in mind, like we said, if you're just now joining us, this is the next flag capture will win. But this is going to be an intense battle right down to the last second.
Pistola trying to pick up a kill on Boo Boo Doo. He will fall, but Pistola will fall too. But Envy is going to be able to get that return. So that flag's back into the base. E6 attempt is stopped. We've got Camo coming up here in just a moment. Railgun about to pop at bottom middle. You see Pistola's got his eyes on Railgun, and he's headed straight to bottom middle, making sure that there's no grenades that are going to take him out. So definitely playing it cautiously, and that works out for him. Now working his way over to Rain, trying to get into range to help a teammate right now. And now 2 players are going to be pushing him. He's got Hook pushing. He's got Shooter. He's going to connect with Shooter a little bit, get him down to 1 shot and stay alive. Now Hook, he's got Rain and Pistola here. Can he do anything to pick up a kill? Yes, he does. He picks up the kill on Rain and stays alive for just a little bit longer. Pistola now moving into the base. This could be good for Envy. If Pistola can pick up this kill here and stay alive, this could potentially be a flag grab to get the flag moving. Boo Boo Doo goes down. Pistola falls though, Elamite.
And that was an amazing job by Pistola. Had the player on the radar, shot at the feet. Now Mikwin just now drops as well.
Shooter was hiding in that back corner behind Mikwin, so Mikwin wasn't able to see him when he cut that corner, and Mikwin had Camo Shooter with the clutch assassination right there to stop that flag from being taken.
Pistola was able to grab another kill there, but ends up dropping as well. So right now, both players kind of battling for this top center control. We do not have the current time here on Camo, but generally, you're looking at in that odd number minutes. So right now, another 1v1 top center. Rain, good job picking up that kill on Hook. I think Hook might have been able to do that if he hit a headshot on that last bullet. Now, let's go ahead and take a look from someone from Envy here as they're starting to put a lot of aggression here on Enigma6's base.
That's going to be one down for E6. Rain looking to pick up a second one. 2 players from E6 spawned by the VAT, and that flag is moving. This is looking good. Pistola running the flag. Let's jump into third person and see where the players from E6 are. You've got everyone on Envy picking up kills and stopping their route. They are going to cap flag number 2, and that's going to be game number 1 in favor of Envy. Let's take a look at these stats here. Rain dropping a big one here on E6, 17 kills.
And look at Pistola there, both flag captures here this game. I don't recall who had that first flag capture in the previous match, but nonetheless, Pistola doing crazy amounts of objective work here and making sure he is all over Enigma6's base. And those 2 flag captures, those were pulls and runs by him as well. So he was doing a lot of flag running.
Yeah, they definitely, during those opportunities where they got 2 down, they were able to make those pushes. A lot of them didn't work out, but they just kept at it. They kept making those pushes and staying aggressive, and they were able to capitalize on one of those attempts and eventually get that flag out and catch E6 off guard.
And you could see just a moment ago as well, Pistola grabbing that flag and thrusting backwards just in time. This was that crucial 1v1 that Mikwin was able to take over Hook there. And then this was another great battle. Hook just doing so many great things all game long, but just a little bit, too little, too late there in this game, especially with how fast essentially the replay goes in a first to 2 captures. Enigma6 far from out of this, and kind of looking at a repeat of the first time these 2 teams matched up. Envyus had a 2-0 lead, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had a lead in Game 3 as well before Enigma6 was able to put on the after boosters there and come back with that reverse 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, I mean, you can never count these guys out. Enigma6 is always there to pull a reverse sweep. It's kind of like that's their special move, the reverse sweep. But Envyus taking game number 1 there. You see it on your screen. We're going to be moving into Plaza Slayer here in just a moment, though. Now, looking at those stats that you were mentioning earlier, Elamite, Envy is 4-0 on Plaza Slayer, while over on the other side, Enigma6 is only 1-2. So this is definitely looking in the favor of Team Envyus. They've got a 100% win rate right now in the Pro League, so they've got to feel confident going into this. And if you're Enigma6, you got to pull home this win, because going down 2-0 doesn't look good. But like we said, man, E6, they can always pull that reverse sweep.
They can definitely always do it, and with this team just being so individually skilled, and we've already seen Envyus have big leads and really struggle with closing out series, especially against Enigma6 and CLG the previous times that those 2 teams have matched up. We do have the players set up here in game number 2, Plaza Slayer. Go ahead and take a look at the map here. Sharkseye, tell us about this 50 kills to win Slayer Plaza.
All right, we're going to be seeing players fight over that overshield on your screen right there. That's going to be spawning every 2 minutes after it's picked up. You've also got the sniper rifle, so if that gets into the hands of Hook, it's not going to be looking good for the other side, and same for Mikwin. If Mikwin gets that sniper rifle, it's not going to be looking good for E6. So Rain, off the start of the match, is heading straight for the overshield. Hook tries to get it, but Rain will get the burn there on that overshield. Sniper is still up. Let's move over to L-Town as he's trying to fight Kratos to get control of that sniper. He's got Mikwin helping him out here, so great teamwork from these 2, really doing a great job at communicating. And Mikwin is here now with the sniper rifle. Let's move over to him and see if he's able to pick up any headshots.
Great thrust by that member of Enigma6, staying alive, dodging that headshot. Looks like that was going to be Boo Boo Doo as well. So Envy doing a really good job of focusing on Snipe Tower and getting control of this weapon, but looks like Mikwin may have to start rotating away, so our players starting to build up near the light rifle and loop area.
And this game's already slowed down in the first minute. We're about to hit 1 minute and it's tied 1-1. Enigma6 not making any pushes right now, waiting for that opportunity. In that right moment, you see Kratos sneaking down at bottom middle, trying to make this push, but L-Town's going to drop on him and take down Kratos. You got Boo Boo Doo Boo down there as well. That's 2 down for E6. And you see Mikwin trying to catch Hook as he's peeking his head out right there, but not able to connect. Only 3-2 with a little more than a minute throughout the game here. Pistola over on the other side with L-Town trying to work together, and L-Town's going to take down Hook as he will fall. But, you know, I like how Micwin is just kind of positioned kind of at the back line. He's not putting himself in a position where he's going to overexpose himself. And he didn't even know these players were here. Yes, we knew Bubudubu was crouching there, but Micwin just knew, I need to be near my teammates, and he started to transition back. Gets a shot on Shooter, gets him down to no shields, but cannot finish that kill. Shooter's going to decide to leave this area and not make a push, knowing that it would be very risky. A grenade over into that attic right there on Bubudubu, and he's going to decide to leave as well. But there you see in the kill feed, Rain with a double kill, taking down Bubudubu, and Envy really making Enigma6 play to their play style, making them push to them and kind of play out of their zone and just make very uncharacteristic charges.
And what I am liking out of Envy is Micwin just constantly going back and forth here between these two areas. And the reason he's not kind of pushing any further is he wants to be able to double back if he kind of decides it's a bad decision. But Shooter, in a 2v1 situation, just hits amazing, or has an amazing play to win that one. Would have liked to see him pull the trigger on that sniper. I don't think he actually did. Maybe tried to shoot, then melee, and meleeed a bit too early. So a little bit of a hiccup there. Could have been a sick triple kill, but ultimately taken out.
Now Kratos looking to get that sniper there, but he'll get plasma pistoled there by Micwin. Honestly, the plasma pistol, we haven't seen too many players use it throughout today, but definitely a great weapon and considered a power weapon at times as well when you're making pushes, just because you can get such a quick kill time with the pistol combo with it, or the battle rifle, the DMR, the carbine, any weapon that you can just quickly draw out to pick up that
strong side.
shot.
We got to go on board with Micwin. He's already hit 2 headshots, just picks up a third one, catch that right in the nick of time. Micwin showing why his team always gives him the sniper. Just amazing play overall, and the rotation, something he's really been able to improve on. Great job by him. And he still has plenty of ammo as well. He's not wasting any of these shots.
Yeah, and still back in position, just hanging back. Like you were saying earlier, L-Town making his way back over to Sniper. Micwin just getting a great sight line here over into the yard. And E6 just playing very slow, trying to turn things around and get the sniper in their hands. They're trading kills from time to time, but they're not able to get to Micwin. The guys on Envy are really putting up a defensive wall and not allowing any player to get to Micwin to try and get that sniper. But E6 really is favoring this bottom middle push, and you know, that is honestly the best push that they could do right now, because if you go up towards the top of the map, you're going to get sniped, you're just more exposed. But look at this, E6 completely trying to take over the other side of the map right now. Micwin's going to hit a no-scope there on Shooter. He still has a little bit of ammo left, but now E6 is over by the sniper with a little bit of control. Kratos trying to flank around Micwin. Gets him down to one shot, backs him down. Micwin will fall, though, to Shooter up at the sneaky spot. So a great call out between Kratos and Shooter, and great teamwork between these two guys. All
right, strong side. Time to take a look at L-Town, as he has that sniper that came off spawn. A lot of ammo has already been used in this weapon. Pistol had his hands on it. Enigma6 got their hands on it. Now it's back in favor of Envy and L-Town with 5 shots left.
L-Town just hanging up here in the attic, or known as the Cinema Loft, as you'll see the call out at the bottom left of your screen. A lot of the teams here have different call outs for many different areas to try and get call outs very quickly, or something that relates to them that they feel is easiest to quickly look towards. But L-Town now kind of doing the same thing Micwin was doing, just rotating around the map. And Envy is really just, yeah, they're taking it slow. They're taking it slow, and they're making Enigma6 come to them. And so you really got to give it to the guys on Envy right now for just taking their time and not getting too aggressive. Pistola is going to take down Hook there. Bubudubu falls as well, and now Envy is starting to lengthen their lead a little bit more.
Looks like they got the call out here. The Kratos hiding below the lift. L-Town, good flank, gets a couple shots down. Teammates should be able to pick up that kill, but they spawn hotel area or by truck, and now all of a sudden Kratos being a distraction long enough for his team to start trying to grab some control here, and all of a sudden that sniper is going back to E6.
And that next sniper is coming up in 20 seconds, so I wonder if we're going to see potentially 2 snipers on the map. Not very likely, though, with Bubudubu only having 2 sniper shots left. But now this is complete opposite of what we just saw. Enigma6 now has control of the sniper and really controlling this outer part of the map. And on the other side, we've got Envy stuck on the inside of the map over by Yard, by Flowers. So we'll see if Boobadooboo and Hook over here can tag team these guys. But look at this. They're all just departing over towards the Yard. They know they do not want to push. Boobadooboo picks up the next set of ammo there for that sniper rifle, and now he's starting to rotate. Hook could potentially get caught off on his own, but Boobadooboo played this right so he can give some cover for that overshield. Shooter doesn't even get shot at while going for that overshield, and you can see on your screen Ryan, which is Shooter, making a flank around to these players in the Flowers. Boobadooboo's gonna hit that snipe, but he'll fall as he gets that player to one shot. That sniper will sit here though.
Yeah, Pistola backs up. Now he goes back to grab that weapon. Starts the reload here. Is happy with the amount of ammo he's got left in this gun. Still 3-point lead for Envy. I really like how Envy played this one. Still hitting another headshot. They waited and only contested once Overshield was coming up. They ended up seeing they were too late, ended up just giving it up to Enigma6, and then kind of pushed away from the Overshield player and focused on Sniper.
Getting into a 1v1 battle with Pistola, but once again, he's got some help from his teammate. Envy with that phenomenal teamwork. Mikwen's going to take down Hook 31-26. Still favoring Envy. You know, Enigma6 looked like they were going to slowly try and bring it back, but Envy was able to turn it around, make a great push, and now get control of the sniper and be right back where we just saw Mikwen moments ago and L-Town as well.
And this is kind of getting to be a scary moment here for Enigma6. They're getting collapsed on here by Envy. Pistola's got the sniper in Flowers. He's got a teammate helping him, so he knows he can take a little bit more damage than usual before he has to back down. Mikwen get hit by that nade, is going to back up, let Pistola cover him here.
Well, look at this. This is really weird. Why L-Town's charging, Rain just charged, and Enigma6 is just sitting back. Pistola was almost about to charge into Yard is what it looked like, but the guys on Envy don't need to really be charging right now. Now they're only up by 2 kills. Enigma6 just was hanging back, and Envy tried to put on some pressure, maybe to change things up, but it definitely did not work out for them.
It did not work out at all. They could have just sat back and let Pistola have some time to actually snipe, see what kind of damage he could do, but they did not, in fact, give it to him, and now he's getting pushed on. He's going to be taken out by Shooter. Rain will pick up or finish off that kill, but look how close this game is. We are all tied up now, and the new Overshield's going to be spawning very shortly.
See if Kratos can get into position to potentially get some protection here on that overshield. We'll see which player was able to get that OS. I do believe a player from E6 was able to acquire that. Kratos picking up a kill. He's got the sniper. Headshot on L-Town for the double kill. Going clutch right now for his team. Now they are up 36-33. E6 now in control of this game.
And that was Hook that ended up grabbing that overshield as well. Picked up a couple kills. Rain is going to take him out and stay alive. Bottom of Snipe Lift. Kratos doing a great job of these headshots here. He said yesterday he felt like he was on fire. He, in fact, was picking up right where he left off here with a bunch more blaners.
That sniper is about to pop, and Kratos was looking like he was going to use that as bait, but, you know, he knows his teammates are there. He's just focused on these other 2 players that are not by that sniper. But look at this. I do believe the sniper got into the hands of one of the other players, but Kratos picking up another kill here on Mikwen. Still only up by 3 kills. He's got 2 shots left. Elamite, do you know who has that other sniper? Are you able to find out who has that? I believe that may be just sitting on the ground.
It's Hook that has the other sniper rifle here. So that's going to be 2 in favor of Enigma6 here with a 4-point lead and only 2.5 minutes left in this game. This is a scary moment here, a true do or die moment for Envy when they put together this next push with so little time left.
Yeah, only about 2 minutes left, and you know, if they do end up losing this, you got to go back and look at that moment when they started to push E6, when E6 was just holding Yard and holding Luke. There was no need to make that push. Hook is going to pick up a nice little kill there on Mikwen, going up 41-37. Now Pistola falls as well. So one by one, these players are falling. But look at this. There's a player sneaking around here on the sneaky. L-Town falls. Rain will get down to 1 shot, and Hook gets hit by a grenade. But they are now up by 6 kills. You've got Kratos there to pick up that ammo there from that sniper. So we'll move over to Kratos as he's got 8 shots here with the sniper as well. Trying to stay alive, 44-39, a minute and 40 left. Overshield's up. He's got his eyes on the prize. He gets a 2-for-1 body shot to get both those players down to 1 shot, but Pistola was able to acquire that overshield. Now E6 just needs to hold Envy off. They're up. You can play a little bit more passive. You've got the sniper. As long as Pistola can be taken out and you're just working together, look at this. Kratos had nowhere to go. Envy knew that he had the sniper, and they had to make something happen fast. Down to a minute. The pressure is on Envy. They've got to pick up a few kills here right now.
And right now, below Mikwin here, you've got Boobaduba running around with the Hydra Launcher. He's going to be taken out. All of a sudden, this game's starting to get a lot closer. Mikwin, 3 shots left. He could potentially tie this game up. And right now, L-Town, he might get caught off guard, being a little bit aggressive there. Shooter takes him out. Looks like Hook's able to stay alive there as well.
That was a risky
not something
play.
you want to do.
That was a risky play by L-Town. Definitely, you're trying to make something happen, but very risky to try something like that when you need a big play to happen. You want to try and have a teammate to try and work together, but you know what? You got to give it to him. He's trying to make something happen. 30 seconds left. They're down by 4. Enigma6 is just hanging back. They don't need to go anywhere. You see Boobaduba and Hook over on the left side of your screen up in the attic. L-Town is charging them again. Let's see if he just walks into another death potentially, but only 20 seconds left. I'm surprised we're not seeing Envy charge. L-Town dies again. Pistola dies, and that's going to be it. E6 takes game number 2.
And that was pretty convincing victory. Envy had the lead all game long, essentially, past the midway point. Mikwin was grabbing some great headshots. We caught a couple of those on stream to end the game. And then all of a sudden, as soon as the weapon switches hands and goes in favor of E6, Envy looked like they just kind of fell apart. They had a great opportunity to sit back, relax, and let Envy push out of the base, but they did let Enigma6 push out of the base, but they in fact did not, and just overcommitted several different times. And of course, this is what we were talking about, that some of those sniping double kills here from Mikwin, so great job by him. And this game, like we said, Envy was leading it majority of the time.
I really think Envy kind of threw it away once they all started to push onto Enigma6, and that really kind of turned the tides for them and just opened up that opportunity for Enigma6, and they seized that opportunity, and they ended up getting control of 2 snipers and had the lead. And then when Kratos is hitting shots like that as well, I mean, you can't do much, and he's just calling everybody's move on Envy. He was looking at the right spot at the right time, really predicting the player's movement on the other team.
And if you try to collapse on players near nest or that snipe spawn area, that's something that's the area you generally want to control. So it's something you're always kind of wanting to do, especially, getting new snipers on spawn, better angles to go for the new overshield. But if you're pushing on players that are spawning in yard, you need to make sure you have a well-coordinated push, because if you make any mistakes there, you're not only going to sacrifice kills for the other team, but then any kills you did get, you risk the opposing team spawning on the other side of the map and then re-grabbing control there. Now, taking a look at this next game type, it is going to be the Rig Strongholds. Mentioned this earlier before. We've got an undefeated Team Envyus on this map going up against a 7-2 Enigma6 here. So both
It's a hard one
stats.
to call. Who do you think is going to win this one? Kind of looking at those stats and just seeing how gameplay is kind of unfolded so far.
I kind of see Enigma6 taking this one. They were doing an amazing job every time they match us up, only having 2 losses here. Of course, Envyus undefeated, but at the very same time, after watching these first 2 games play out, that first game, Fathom CTF, could have been anybody's map to take. Envyus just pulled that one away near the end, and of course, there's always a little hiccup when you have a replay. But then Plaza Slayer, Enigma6 just kind of showed that they were the more collected team and the more organized team going into that.
They were very patient. They played it slow. Like, throughout the first minute of the game, it was 1-1. And Enigma6 was already holding back by loop and holding back by yard. They didn't want to make a single mistake. They were just leaving the opportunity for Envy to make the mistakes. And throughout the game, that just proved to benefit them, because they kept that patience going to the end of the match.
And now, with the Strongholds rig here, Strong's, give me a prediction.
I'm going to have to say, let's go Enigma6 100-84.
Wow, I like it. Kind of just throwing some random numbers out there. But we do have the players set up for game number 3. This is Strongholds on the rig, 100 points to win. We'll go ahead, start this one off here. Strong side, I'll let you go and choose this one.
All right. You know what? Let's go with Hook. I want to see if he's able to get the railgun, what he's going to be able to do. See if he goes for that battle rifle off the start, and right off the rip, there he is, going straight for that battle rifle. Camo's up. You see Kratos easily get that camo as well. Hook capturing the BR base. A player from E6 also acquired that railgun, so they pretty much got all the goodies immediately off the start of the game. But on the other side, Envy did get control of 2 strongholds, but that's 3 down for Envy. Last player right here. That's going to be Mikwin. He has the scatter shot. He's going to stay alive, but fall there to Boo Boo Doo. Now E6 looking to make a trade here, but Pistola picking up the BR base. Now E6 has control of the nest, and they've got control of the basement. So they did a little switcheroo. Now let's see if E6 can control these 2 strongholds and hold back Envy on their first initial push. Kratos will fall first here. That's going to give the advantage to Envy right now. That's 2 down for Enigma6. This is perfect play here by Envy. You can see that they're all flushing in, and that's exactly what you have to do when you're on Envy. They're playing it perfectly. You get a few kills, and you flush into the base over by basement or by nest.
All right, strong side. Let's go on board with Shooter here. He's got that railgun. Just had a nice play to take out Pistola a moment ago with that shot there, essentially jumping away from him, knowing his stars is down and hitting him with that railgun shot. Control still in favor of Enigma6. Not the most common setup we see, but any 2 strongholds does in fact work. And as teams get better at these maps, we've seen the meta changing a lot as well. You can quickly rotate from Snipe Hall to the Snipe spawn area here, where you can just literally collapse on the enemy team. And now we've got a triple cap happening with everyone from Envyus spawning near bunker as well.
And they're keeping up that pressure there at BR base as well, not allowing them to get an easy capture. They get 2 kills out of that, and now they're capturing BR base. So look at this, Enigma6. Shooter realizes that they are all pushed up, and he needs to get back to protect the basement because the players on Envy, they're going to spawn back by that Carvane. So great awareness from Shooter, realizing that situation, and then on top of that, E6 capitalizing, putting that pressure on the players on Envy when they're stuck back in that corner at bunker.
And there, you can see the level of skill between these 2 teams. One, they have amazing shots. Shooter with those shots there on Mikwin. But what happened was, Shooter knew they were all going to be spawning Carbine. Envy knew that they can quickly rotate over to barrels and contest them in basement. So Envy coming off spawn at Carbine just sprinted over to Nest to focus on Nest first. It's so much easier to cap Nest than basement, especially when the enemy team has BR base.
Definitely. I completely agree with you on that point. Now Shooter is trying to hold basement. They're up by a little bit right now, so they can take their time on making a good push. They don't need to rush it. Hook will fall though. Now Shooter getting some shots here on Mikwin and just trying to stay alive. I like how he's trying to assist his teammates, but he knows when to back down and when to to give up. So then he'll return once again to try and fight that battle, but definitely not overcommitting. And that's honestly, Shooter has really done well as a player and really evolved as a top player throughout this entire Pro League because, I mean, at HWC, we didn't see him. So, I mean, he's come a long way.
And just to give you kind of an update on what was happening, Camo did come up. L-Town was able to grab that, not able to pick up any kills. He ultimately gets taken out at Nest area trying to contest Enigma6 there. So right now, Shooter hiding in basement, but with those getting hit by that nade, there's going to be hit markers there. Envy knows he's hiding down here. Mikwin knows he's weak, tries to commit. Great shots and great job by Mikwin actually finishing off that kill.
That was crucial there from Shooter, just getting those last few shots there on that player to help get that kill. But now, staying on board with Shooter, now they're making the trade for BR base.
And Sharkside, I say we take a look at some boo-boo-doo-boo action here because he's got scatter shot, he's got railgun, and he's looking for some faces to rip off, and he finds Reigns first.
Now just staying alive here by Engine 2, waiting to make this push. You see E6 kind of gearing up to make this push outside. Boo Boo Doo Boo, he's going to get caught off guard by Pistola, and he'll fall. That's 2 down for E6. But over on the other side, we've got Hook making his way over towards the nest. So E6 kind of set up a good opportunity for a push, but Envy answered back and really stopped them dead in their tracks.
And Envy still holding control here, and they've got the basement, got the nest. I like that Enigma6 didn't initially run straight for the hill. Want to make sure they grab some kind of control here before they push in. They just had 2 members now die for Enigma6 though, so this isn't looking good. Potentially, yes, a triple cap here for Envy and all of the members dying. We're looking for Pistola to pick up this. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo trying to escape, stay alive, wait for his teammates. Kratos grabbing that new camo as well. let's go ahead
so
and jump on board with
nades
him.
right there. So many nades just coming in to tilt, to drop Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo. Kratos, like you said, has camo now, but E6 is not able to get a control here on 2 strongholds. Yes, they are able to get one, but they really need to get this second one because Envy is creeping at their door right now and about to tie this game up right now. When E6 had a very, very big lead. Kratos just barely missing Rain right there and potentially could have lost that camo, but still just doing a great job at staying alive, keeping Rain no shields right there. That's an excellent play by him, and now realizing this could be the opportunity to go for BR base. So he's just making sure no players are around here. L-Town, he's going to pick up a kill on Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo, but Kratos is able to get that capture.
And I can't believe that.
Now they have a
just picked up a triple cap. He had 2 members focusing on BR base. L-Town was trying to contest, was unable to do so. Now he finally commits to the fight, and it's an overcommitment as he's taken out while he had the railgun. Now was going to be out of ammo, but at the very same time, Hook actually took Nest by himself fighting players in Whitehall. So great job by Enigma6, but as fast as they took it, they're just as quickly lost control as well. This is about to be all tied up in just a few seconds as well. And Kratos, he's gone quite some time since the last time he's actually died this game.
That's going to be 3 down for Envy, though. E6 taking control now, going for that trip cap. The last player, Mikwin, going for the kill. He's going to get some help from Pistola, though, to finish off that kill in basement. All players from Envy spawning out by the carbine. Rain looking to go for Nest. Let's move over to Rain as he's just throwing all kinds of grenades to stop any player pushing out from Engine, but no one on E6 contesting that. Looks like E6 is starting to make their rotation around towards the basement. So still definitely a good play by E6 because it's always very hard to push through that little hallway to stop that nest capture. And E6 just played this down to the T. They rotated around, they got basement. Once the players on Envy pushed back to the carbine, they captured Nest. So they really they predicted everything Envy was going to do right there, and an excellent play by the entire squad of E6.
Yeah, it was literally pretty much flawless execution on what was happening there. Now, that new camo did come up as well, and that's in the hands of Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo once again. So he's running around with SMG scatter shot. So this guy's looking for some up-close battles to use this combo on, and he quickly finds one.
He does have the SMG, though, and that's going to definitely hurt him right there as he could have potentially got a few shots on one of those players, but he's looking to pick up the BR base. Mikwin is right here throwing a couple grenades. Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo doing a great job at evading those grenades, and he's got the help of Kratos. Can they pick up this kill? L-Town will go down. He's still contesting that, and now E6 will capture this. They're holding basement. They're holding BR base. It's 90 to 70, 91 to 70. E6 slowly closing in to close out this game, and Boo-Boo-Doo-Boo, what a phenomenal play to return and counter back to the bottom of BR base and just get that reset.
And I love that play. He had the scatter shot. He picks up 1 kill, knows the player's above him. He's most likely going to die, but pushes in and gets a reset. That allows his team to focus on Nest while 2 members of Envy have to go for it, and it's just not enough time. They're not going to be able to collapse on basement quickly enough, and all of a sudden, Enigma6 with the comeback takes the game, or takes the series, or leads the series now, 2-1. That was amazing execution, and not only that, but they just handed Envy their very first loss this season on Strongholds Rig.
Yeah, it's great gameplay there from E6, capitalizing on those pushes and really outslaying the guys on Envy. And I'm surprised Envy was able to kind of hang in there for that long. When you're taking a look at the kills now, I mean, 6 kills from Pistola, 6 kills from Rain, and only 7 kills from L-Town. So not very many slays happening over on the Envy side, but that score, you wouldn't think they would have had that little amount of slays.
Oh, I completely agree with you, but somehow Envy keeps coming out and showing that they don't have to have a huge amount of slays in order to actually take a game or a series, whether or not it's capture the flag or a Strongholds game type. They have done extremely well on the execution to a point where they may not even have the numbers advantage throughout the course of an entire game, but still be able to come home and take the win.
And actually, those replays were from the match before. Now we've got the replay from the match that was just played. And actually, something to note on those stats you were talking about earlier, Elamite, Envy finally has lost their first time on Plaza Slayer and the Rig Strongholds in this series to Enigma6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so 2 undefeated maps that they had. So, you know, essentially series looking great in their favor, end up dropping both of those. And then game 1, where they actually had one of their worst records overall, they end up taking that game. So kind of interesting the way that this series is starting to play out.
Now going into Coliseum, capture the flag. I love watching Coliseum. This map is so entertaining to watch because there's so many goodies on it. You've got sniper, you've got rockets, you've got scatter shot, and then the standoffs as well. Once a player gets a sniper back to their base, we saw what Hook was doing on this map just yesterday. We've seen Mikwin do some insane things on this map. You know, it's really hard to call. I mean, you called me out. Who did I think was going to win that last match? I said Enigma6. Who do you think is going to win this next match?
I'm going with Enigma6 again. I didn't factor in the Hook factor last time I was watching Enigma6 play, so I'm definitely going to factor it in this time around. And if that guy can grab any kind of power weapons, especially the sniper in his hand, I feel like they're just going to be able to close this one out and take the series 3-1. But Mike, in case they do lose this game, you still got plenty of Coliseum in store, because that's going to be a Slayer Coliseum Game 5. So I'm always excited to see a Game 5. And if Envy can keep their consistency that we've seen from them this season, we might very well see it go there.
All right, well, it sounds like we have the players ready to go for CTF on Coliseum. This is a symmetrical map, and like I was saying earlier, you've got a lot of goodies here. You've got 1 flag in each base, and first to 3 caps will win. There you see the Rockets at top. Rockets with a carbine as well, so definitely in an advantageous spot you want to be controlling. So, you know what? Let's kick things off with Hook off the start of the match, because once this man got sniper last time, it was just deadly.
And that triple kill that we saw, where Strongside jumps out of his chair, flips the screen, but luckily caught everything still on video, or on the broadcast here. So props to him for not throwing the controller too far.
That was lucky.
Still managing to make it work.
Well, all right, Hook's got the sniper already, and I believe he may have connected there. A teammate killed him with that splinter. I didn't see Hook throw that splinter. I was looking at that other screen, but Hook now he's got the sniper. He's in the Royal 2 spot. He's got his teammates pushing up. He's hitting headshots already, going for the second one. That's going to be 1 down for Envy. L-Town will fall. Mikwin trying to make a move with the flag, but he's just hiding up in that little sneaky spot. Hook knows he's here, though. He'll get a shot on him. Not going to be able to make that finish. That's 2 down for Envy, though.
And Kratos with the Rockets actually picked up a double and then threw the flag out. So Mikwin still hiding over, trying to contest the returns, but there's going to be a lot of action here bottom center, and Hook set up in the perfect position to protect and make sure his team gets the return.
Look at Hook just cutting off this route, hitting every body shot, and just finishing it off with the 1 shot for the pistol. He spots a player up at top. Rockets, can he do it? He wants to do it. Mikwin jumps out. He's still challenging, too.
He's no shields and just committing to the fight, thinking like, all right, well, I'm not going to miss. So as long as Mikwin misses, I'm going to kill him here. I mean, the confidence is insane.
Look at this play. I mean, body shot again, and he'll finally go down. But E6 is up 1-0 right now. That sniper that sniper, I believe, is out. We're going to stick with Hook, though, after this performance we're seeing from him.
I told you, Strongside, I didn't factor in the Hook factor before, on yesterday, but I'm doing it this time around. Just look at the map movement. Amazing play there. 2 guys above him. No! He just ninja'd Mikwin. Mikwin dropped down from top catwalk, tries to get a shot or a melee. I don't know which one he was going for necessarily, but Hook reads him like a book.
We'll have that replay for you. Now back on board with Hook. And while that happened, I was trying to switch over to that flag capture Pistola just got. We're tied up 1-1. But look at this. Hook's already running the flag. He's definitely feeling confident. Let's jump into third person, see where these players are at. Mikwin definitely trying to do everything he can to make his way over here. He cannot make it in time, though. Hook is able to get that capture. Mikwin gets the kill, and now Mikwin is moving the flag. Let's move over to Mikwin and see if he can get this flag out of the base. He is not able to just yet. Shooter putting on some pressure for him, but everyone falling right now on E6. If Mikwin can get this past the 50-yard line, he may be able to secure this for his team. Enigma6 still holding up that 2-1 lead right now, though. I can't wait to see that ninja, though.
It was insane. What amazing play. Hook just, like, that situation was worst case scenario for him, and he plays it perfectly. Great job overall, and all of a sudden, this game. Hook just doing what Hook always does, and the kid is just a beast.
Mickwin with some great shots there to push back the players on E6, allowing L-Town to finish up a few kills. And this flag is still alive. Hook trying to finish off Mickwin, not able to do so. Boo Boo Jubu with the sniper. Let's move over to him as he's just putting some protection on that flag there. He picks up a double kill and still, look at this. He bought some time for his team. Kratos and Shooter right there. Although they fall, they get that return and stop that flag cap from potentially happening.
And Boo Boo Dubu picking up where Hook left off this time around, hitting those shots and securing a return essentially for his team. Kratos sitting in the back of the base, trying to be a little bit of an anchor, play some defense here, hopefully wait for his teammates to respawn, push out and grab some control. Hook just always in the perfect position.
You always got to watch out for that player kind of crouching around those corners right there when you're pushing in through the window. There's most of the time a player just waiting right there, especially if they're all spawning in their base. So L-Town kind of fell into that trap.
All right, looks like L-Town has this scatter shot now, doing a little sneaking around. Boo Boo Dubu in a dead sprint across the map. L-Town wasn't even expecting that. Gets some good shots down, but Boo Boo Dubu cleans up a kill on Pistola and is hiding and staying alive, waiting for help. But the scatter shot going to be a big factor in a 1v1. And Boo Boo Dubu picks up a perfect on L-Town just in time to trade with the scattershot player in an up-close battle. Go ahead and give the outplay to Boo Boo Dubu there.
Wow, Hook looked like he was going to be able to pull that off, that 2v1, but Mickwin spawned over in the cave, and he was able to finish him off.
Strong, as I pull up the stats here, maybe next time Hook dies, just so you can see what's happening. And this kid, all right, so picking up a death there, but look at these stats. 16 kills from Hook. You got 13 from Boo Boo Dubu. That's twice the amount of anyone else on Envy.
And it looks like Envy is about to attempt to move this flag as E6 actually got a pull over on the other side. That's going to be 3 down for E6. Let's see if they can get this flag running. Still 3 down. You've got Pistola running the flag. He's running it, trying to run it to safety over to his teammate. But look at this, Shooter. He was over by the elbow, and he's going to stop that flag. So maybe a little bit of a miscommunication from the guys on Envy. Nobody watching that spawn. And that flag is still alive, though. So L-Town there, Rain there. You've got Pistola potentially getting that grab, and I believe that flag did get touched, so it does have a bit more time on that Pistola trying to stay alive. Phenomenal shots right there from Pistola to take down Shooter, and it looks like they are going to be able to secure that second flag cap. We're all tied up 2-2.
And keep in mind that if Envy's able to take this game, we'll be going into a game 5 here on this map. If Enigma6 takes it, they'll go ahead and take the series in a 3-1 fashion. So even taking a look at the stats once more, Hook at 18 kills now, still going off, and Boo Boo Dubu grabbing this new sniper rifle. He's going to be able to contest the rockets, but he looks away a moment too early, and looks like L-Town was actually able to escape with that power weapon. So it's going to be a big change of events here for this series.
Well, Boo Boo Dubu just trying to keep that sniper out of the hands of Envy and just bringing it all the way back to his base, trying to pick up a kills and then trying to pick up a kill or two and then make that push up over towards the snipe side. Envy has a really great control here over at the snipe side because Pistola has rockets. Boo Boo Dubu with a kill on Mickwin. Pistola almost hits him directly with the long-range rocket.
And that's going to be Pistola's last rocket as well. So only power weapon in the hands of Enigma6 in Boo Boo's possession here. 5 minutes left in this game, although next flag cap will win the game here. Several members now dropping here for Enigma6. 2 dead, actually. Nobody spots Boo Boo Dubu in the back of the base. He's just unloading DMR shots on these players. Last 2 guys focusing on him. Mickwin in window. The other player, Ola, here on Fountain. The Mickwin-Ola combo. But with Pistola dying, Mickwin stands no chance of getting this one pulled out. Kratos actually grabs the double kill here. And now this is Enigma6's opportunity to grab control of snipe side.
Hook's going to pick up a kill on L-Town here, and you see one of the players that's going to be Hook flanking around, so let's actually move over to him as he's making a flank. He'll pick up another kill. That's 2 down for Envy. Hook needs to stay alive. Gets hit by a grenade, so it does not have much shields left, and now he'll get his shields back. But regardless, Hook making a great flank and trying to cause some distraction, although not able to get any flag pull there. Envy really just doing a great job at stopping any attempt.
Strong side, throw some Boo Boo Dubu back on the screen because he's got the other sniper again. Hits a couple body shots, trying to stay alive. He's got 3 shots left in this sniper rifle here now. And great placed nade catches Mikwin off guard.
It's going to be a double kill, looking for the triple. Pistola must know not to challenge right there, because obviously Bubudubu had his just sight lines lined right up. That's 2 down for Envy, though. Look at this, Kratos flying in from the elbow. You've got Bubudubu blocking the cave spawn, and he just immediately tries to get that flag out. They need the help from the other 2 players, though. He spots Rain, hits the headshot on Rain, looking for Pistola, not able to connect. He will stay alive, though. Shooter with the rockets. Let's move over to him. Are they able to get that flag? No, that flag is returned, but Shooter still with 2 rockets. If he could use this to potentially get back into their base, then we may see another attempt from E6, but Envy has just done a great job at stopping every push from E6.
And that was a great play overall. Shooter hitting some difficult rocket shots, taking out that top catwalk player. However, rockets do go in the hands of Pistola, and he answered right back on Kratos here. 3 minutes left in the game. Of course, if it does go to end of regulation, we will go into another overtime. 3 minutes once again, just like the other CTF maps.
Yeah, definitely. We're not seeing any bucket rockets today here in this series. Definitely just a lot of perfectly placed rockets. But there, Hook picks up a kill on Pistola. That's 2 down for Envy. Make that 3 down as Hook picks up a double kill for the Perfect. He's got Scatter, gets his shields back. He's going to start running this through the bottom of Snipe. He's got a teammate helping to cut off that route over here by the sniper side, but Shooter isn't able to pick up that kill. Pistola stayed alive, but look at this. They're running the flag, and Bubudubu goes down. You've got Kratos right here trying to pick up a kill. 2 players trying to get that return, and they are able to stop that. That's a clutch return there from those 2 players, just barely getting that at the last second.
All right, let's take a look at some Envy sniping here as L-Town just grabbed the new one here. Plenty of ammo left in this gun. Needs to answer back. Like, Envy will not be able to put a cap in if L-Town doesn't hit a couple snipes here.
Well, definitely not something you want to see if you're L-Town. Every single teammate dying in front of you when you have the sniper. You're not able to make any push up towards the other side of the map. Hook connecting with a pistol shot right there to take L-Town out of zoom and not allow him to get that body shot to finish that kill. So pretty phenomenal in there. Hook with the DMR. He's going to take down L-Town. Pistola trying to stay alive. Let's move over to Pistola now, see if he's going to be able to acquire these rockets. He's heading for him, not able to snag him, but he is still alive. Doing a great job at maneuvering around here, but he's got too many players from E6 just hunting him down.
He is a wizard, though. Those rockets still up. Great Plasminate. That'll go ahead and Halo CE those rockets across the map as well. We'll try to keep a look at where those end up going. I haven't seen any player actually be able to grab them quite yet.
I just heard a rocket shot, and that's going to be Hook with the rockets once again. Always with the power weapons right now. Fires a long-range rocket, doesn't connect with L-Town there, but still 2 rockets left, trying to use these to make a push into the base. E6 is just doing a phenomenal job at picking up a lot of slays, but they're just not able to get this last flag. Envy is fighting so well to get that, in a great long-range rocket there on Rain from Hook. But here, this is where we could see E6 make their push. You've got Hook at cave, you got Shooter pushing from the elbow. Hook gets pushed by Rain. Hook challenges, he's gonna fight a 1v1 battle, and they'll make a trade there. Now, you've got Kratos running the flag.
And that was just 4 dead for Envyus here just now, with that Mikwin finally falling. So whether or not Envy can push across the map in time, we don't know. Kratos is working on cutting off the flanks. You've got Ola coming up from elbow, but he's not going to be able to get there in time. And that's going to be the series. That's going to be the finals seeding as well. Enigma6
Look at these slays.
taking the game.
These slays are monstrous. Hook with 32 kills, Bubudubu 28 kills. Kratos 15 and Shooter 15. I mean, dude, Hook and Bubudubu just going off, putting up some huge numbers. I mean, combined total of 60 kills.
Putting up some Hook numbers here right now. 32 kills. That is amazing.
I want to see this ninja.
10 more kills than Pistola.
Let's get into the replay. I got to cut you off. I want to see the replay of this ninja. Hopefully we can see it in slow motion. I missed it. I was looking at the other monitor, but let's jump into the replays and see this ninja that he got on Mikwin.
So who killed Mikwin? We might have to have a little bit of a conversation on whether or not it actually was a ninja, because Mikwin was also getting shot out and kind of forced to drop it right here.
Wow.
Amazing play.
Wow.
So I mean, wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was at first. It was not necessarily Mikowan doing anything terribly wrong, as opposed to Hook just doing amazing decision-making, essentially, there. Having the 2 players in front of him, dropping down, great thrust, moving forward, getting dropped on, paying attention to his radar, a thrust backwards with a melee, and ultimately take him out. So I'd say it was about a 90% ninja.
Yeah, a 90%. I can agree with that. Boobadooboo right there, what you just saw him kind of hanging back in the back of his base, just trying to play sneaky and really stop Envy from making a flagpole. And actually, we saw a lot of snipes here from Boobadooboo. Just a lot of plays, honestly, throughout the entire game from both teams, but Enigma6 was able to close it out right here once they got a few players down. And obviously, you see Pistola and Rain trying to do everything they can to make it back, but there's just no hope at that point. Shooter was able to rally, or actually run that flag back pretty much untouched. So, like you said, Enigma6, they are the 2nd seed. They will have they'll have the advantage when it comes to the veto system going into the NA Finals. And
they, coming out and solidifying any kind of argument or discussion on who the 2nd best team currently in the league is at. And keep in mind, Enigma6, they're still on a win streak right now.
Yeah, what a win streak. 9 win streak. That's a lot of wins. I think, does that tie CLG?
I think it ties CLG. But we can talk to Boobadooboo about that, because we've got him ready for an interview, and he was doing amazing things. This Boobadooboo joining us via Skype here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How's it going?
Doing pretty well. Happy that you guys just came out and put on a show for everyone to watch. Game 3, especially you and Hook kind of running around and being this duo force that was just so sick to watch. Tell us a little bit about how that series played out for you guys.
I mean, we just played our game. Game 1 was kind of frustrating because of the lag outs, but and they ended up getting that win somehow. So the rest of the time, we just played our game, pulled out the W.
And going into that game number 4 there, the capture the flag here, you guys had majority power weapon control almost all game. Did you know how many kills you had or how many kills Hook had going throughout the game?
I mean, I just knew I was destroying. I had 12 power weapon kills that game, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I was just running around with power weapons, just killing people.
It seemed like you had sniper and rockets, the entire time.
Yeah, I had sniper and rockets a lot of that game. And then we were just pulling flags as I was killing.
Yeah, you hit some phenomenal headshots as well. We've seen Kratos hit some snipe shots. You hit some snipe shots. Hook hit some ridiculous kills with the sniper as well.
And, how important was that match for you? We know you were both teams were already headed to finals, but what's it like knowing that you guys have that 2nd seed and the veto advantage, essentially?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, how important was that match for you guys? Because, obviously you both were heading to finals, but what was it like knowing that now you have the 2nd seed secured?
We really wanted that 2nd seed because I'm pretty sure we get like red side plus an advantage on vetoes, if I'm correct. We just wanted that 2nd seed, and plus the 9 win streak going into finals. It's a really good feeling.
You're feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, we're feeling confident.
So so you're back at your house, different background setting. We saw a person walk in, so you've got some fans over there cheering you on as well over there. But so how has that played as well, kind of with your guys' team not being side by side anymore? Have you noticed any differences, any weaknesses now?
Well, I'm still living with Kratos, but I just have my own room. We don't play side by side because it's like weird with the communication, like the echoing, I guess. So we just have our own rooms and we play. But playing at the E6 house, that was a total that was just amazing for us. Like it gave us such an advantage playing next to each other. So we could definitely tell an advantage playing next to each other.
And I'm assuming you were watching their games earlier today. Did you see Liquid? Did you anticipate Liquid being able to come out and beat Renegades? And tell me what you expect for the last match of the regular season, that EG versus CLG matchup.
I really wanted Liquid to win that just to make it more interesting. I love these last game kind of interesting things. Like EG, if they win, they could still make it. So, I mean, all EG has to do is take one series. That's it, and they're in. Just one series against CLG.
They got to do what Enigma6 has done before and just take down the Giants.
Well, thanks for joining us, Boobadooboo, and we'll see you at NA Finals, man.
And congratulations.
All right, see you.
All right, well, for those of you watching at home, remember to join the conversation. Let us know who you think's going to win this next matchup, because this is a heck of a matchup we've got. I mean, we couldn't have closed out this season any better. I mean, EG versus Counter Logic Gaming will be coming up next. Make sure you tweet out the stream. Get your family watching. Get your cousins. Get everyone you know to watch this last match, because this is going to be pivotal.